Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I want to share this book with you. Yeah. He said Kwame Nkrumah never died. Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah never died. The African Jesus is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It's our own God. This is God for African. An African man who fight for liberty for the rest of Africans. This is the man, Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah. Never died. Yeah. So those who don't think that this man is dead, they make a big mistake. The man never died. The man still alive. Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah. He said, Africa must unite. Without our unity, never Africa can realize to develop. So this time, out of 63 years later, we are still divided. So this time, see each and every one to watch this book and find this book, to read it and show it and teach it in our schools so that the youth will know our history, where we come from and where we got to go and where we must move. Which steps we must to move on. Or it's already written here. So please, who watching me, check this video. You see, they must say, them think that the man is dead, so his idea also will gone. But they make big mistake because the man is still alive. The man is still alive. If Kwame Nkrumah was white man, if this man was a white man, today, you and I would still worship this man as a Jesus or as a God. But as it is a black man, you and I didn't give value which it deserves, because the Caucasian man make we know that this man is a wrong man. A man who fights for me and you, our freedom, is a wrong man. And he, which is a wicked man, he is the right one. And you follow him and forget what you have to learn, what you have to understand, what steps you must to follow, because it's already written everything here. We're not supposed to find anywhere which steps we must to follow, because it's already written here. Why we are the same Africans? Why? You African man who born in Africa today, from 1957, those who born that time up to today, doesn't want to teach them own cultures, to teach them own languages for them youths, for them to know our own things, our home histories. What is the problem with that? Because the Caucasian man let you know that the one who fight for you for the freedom is a wrong man. So you're not supposed to learn your own language. And at the end, you said you want to develop. How can you develop without your language? I want to know. How can you develop without your language? Now, someone's language is not wrong. But first of all, your own language is the most important for you. Africa want to develop. But which way? The French people are saying they are Frenches. So they speak French. English one said they are English people, so they're supposed to speak English. None of them didn't study about this book. So, because if you study about this book, you learn it, read it, and understand it, you will know that what you pretend to know, what you pretend to do is not the right way. Because never and ever, no white man will regard you. Even you get your, paradise. You get your, your paradise. You break your paradise here, or you get your mansion here, or whatever. You make it in America, or never and ever they will accept you as a human being. We blacks are so busy. To satisfy Caucasian peoples, white peoples, than satisfy our own peoples. Our leaders are so busy to give satisfaction for white men than to satisfy his people as the way the white peoples satisfy them own. No, but he want to satisfy those people that satisfies his own. How comes? The story is already done here. It's already written here. We must to follow this route. I can't understand. Today. In my time, for the school time, they didn't teach me about this book. They didn't teach me about this story. Even though, when they talk about Kwame Nkrumah, they say that the man make straw way to be in Europe. They didn't talk about a story about this man, that the man school in Ghana and he gets scholarships. American people, they took him to America to go and study American there. And he stood politics science and psychology. So at the end, when he finished his studies, he went to London, England, to study lawyer course over there. From there, he started to make his politics system, and they jail him over there too, because he can't be activist, and they jail him over there. After the jail, they sent him to Ghana. That they have a party over there, so they wanted to use him as they use you now, you black leader, which they use you now to fool your people. They wanted to use Kwame Nkrumah, Dr. Sajifo Kwame Nkrumah, our Jesus. They wanted to use him to fool us, and the man showed them that no, he's not there for that. This man fought for we. If this man was a white man, today, both you and I, we have to give them some thanks of praise. We must find, search, why, which idea he has. But because of his black man, no, they don't want for you to know. And you, as a black man, you reject to know. Particularly Ghana. They burned all these books. They abounded all his jobs, which he writing. They abound all. Why? Because the Caucasian man don't want for you to open your eyes. Because Nkrumah was there, he's there to open both of you eyes. For you to know that we're able to do anything which we wanted to do or we want to do. We're able to live as how we want to live. We don't need nobody else to come and show you how we're supposed to live. We don't want. But some of people's, this you Caucasian man, pretend to feed us, poison us with your dirty brain to, overcome us as you do it in since 400 good years. Now it's over. But my people, they don't understand, doesn't want to understand that it's over. We are still demand you. We are still following you. What has happened now? This coronavirus and all its, contribution, which is moving on. The man is already written this story here. That we must be careful with the Chinese peoples, because they are the most dangerous peoples. The Third World War, it will not come by the Arabians. It will come by these Chinese peoples. And the man write it here. Because this man have a good vision for you and I. But as they know that the vision which this man have, if this man he conclude his vision, then they will suffer as the way they have been suffering. And they come to our nation to hustle them and get them, abolish their monies over there, them riches, they get it over there. They don't want for me and you and I, develop so that at the end of the day, when them future kids then raise up to find how to maintain them country, they must get money. Where they're supposed to get the money? Africa. So if we African develop, they cannot do that. That is why they must always show you leader, you African leader. They show you what you have to do and what you're not supposed to do, and you are following them, and you forget what you have to. It's already written here. You have to. This is the book we Africans must learn. This is our Bible. We don't need to follow no Bible. This is our Bible too. This is African Bible, African Jesus, African God. God damn you, your system. God damn the system, education system, God damn the system. It's enough. We African must start to overcome. Did what we're supposed to do and fight for what belongs to us. We can't sit down and look all these things, what is going on, and forget what is already written here. Many Africans are so busy to learn Christopher Colombo or Marco Polo or whatever else, and they forget to learn who is Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Who is? Many Africans sit down and learn Bible, how to teach, how to stone your own brother, how to kill your own mother into the Bible, the Caucasian man Bible, and they forget to learn this book. Our Jesus, our God, our freedom man, who find the freedom for us. For instance, Jesus come, they say Jesus come for the poor peoples, and he fight for the poor peoples. What does man do? He did the same. He fight for the freedom, and the poor peoples. So why can't Kwame Nkrumah can be Jesus, as they let me and you know that Jesus is a Jesus, is a son of God, and Kwame Nkrumah can't be a son of God. He's a son of God too, because the man fight for both you and I. So this is the time, my brothers and sisters. This is the time for you to realize, to know that it's enough. It's enough for you to sit down and study Bible and the European stories. We are not Europeans. We are Africans. So we have to learn our stories. We have to study our cultures. Learn our resources which we have. This herbal material which we have to cure our own sickness. We're not supposed to depend upon Europeans for them to come and, heal our sickness. We have to heal our own sickness. If we're sick, we have to heal it. We're not supposed to depend on no one else, because we have already the stuff over there. God bless us a lot. We have everything which we need to cure our sickness and to live better and live peace. So I record this video to you, my brothers and sisters, the youth who are now in liberty. They might think that Kwame Nkrumah is dead, but the man is now in liberty more than before. Kwame Nkrumah is now in liberty more than ever is. So you, the generation coming, if you watch this video, tell your daddy must to find these books. The books which Kwame Nkrumah wrote, I Speak for Freedom, and all the stuff books which he wrote. Find it and read that book. Learn that book. That book will benefit you than learning Christopher Colombo and Marco Polo and the George Bush and whatever else. It's time for we to realize and do the best thing for us. There was a video which I watched last time. There was one Chinese man asking one black man, asking him, and the guy mentioned his name. And the Chinese man said, then you are not a African. The guy said, yes, he's an African. He said, no, but you don't get them like African. He said, yes, I'm African. At the end, the Chinese man asked him, what are they doing? He said, no, they are going to make a worship. And the Chinese man said, okay. She never been the blacks worship. So he will pretend to be there to see what type of worship they are doing. He asked him, what type of, which studies the guy do? The guy said he's studying about some white man, a man who did find his story already. The Chinese money are that for that. You know? And at the end of the day, the church which they are doing is according about the European prophecy. And the Chinese man said, why? Even you guys then didn't have your own prophecy to worship with? We have it, but we don't give value for that. We have it. Africa, what are we doing? We have it. It's time for we to show our youth that the better we get the best from the home. We get the best in our land. Our land is a richest land. Our land is a blessed land. Tell me how possible that both you and I don't want to learn our language and pretend to learn the language which is not belongs to us. And at the same time, those people's language which we learn, they are them who come to our land, our countries, to find money, to find business. They are them supposed to learn our language, not we. But we are so busy to satisfy them. So we pretend we like to learn them on and we forget our own. So what are we showing our youths coming, the generation coming? That what we have in our land is nothing better in our land. There's nothing better in our land. Is it what we're showing our peoples? See, in the whole Africa, the whole African continent, the French side, always they say they are French colonized, so they're supposed to speak French. The English side, they say they are English colonized, so they're supposed to speak English. So when they are in them countries, none of them don't want to speak his own language to his peoples, for them to understand what you want to tell them or what you pretend to tell them. Except only one. except only one, which is Tanzania President Magufuli. He's the only one who speaks with his people in his own language, which is Swahili. Come to my country, Ghana, you will see that our president, he don't want to speak his language because he feels shame to speak his language. So tell me, which vision he gives to the new generation coming? Which vision he gives to the new generation coming? He's so busy to satisfy the white man, so the white man will say, yeah, see, look, you are my couple. You never will be his couple. Never you will be his friend. He don't want you. Never he will want you. Never he will like you. Only just using you for you to drive your peoples to the wrong route. That is what they want. That is why when they see you speak English, beautiful English, than them, because you speak better English even than Donald Trump. You speak better English more than George Bush. You, Nana Kofi, Nana Nanado. So they think that, or you think that you are a friend of them, but you never will be a friend of them, because at the end, if you do the right thing for our people, they will try to eliminate you, as they do to their deaths. So better for you to do the right thing for your people, let them eliminate you, so that your name will be there, as they do. But don't scare them and drive your people in the wrong side. If you are president, you must be bold, because these Caucasian peoples, they don't want for you to develop. So if you are president, you have to be bold to develop your nation as the nation need. So we tired. You, the president, this idiotical idea president which we have over there. Those leaders who would they use them, they manipulate them to, take push the nation peoples to the wrong side. We tie with your system. Take your system away. Leave us alone. We must follow our Jesus. This is our Jesus. Kwame Nkrumah is our leader. It's our great man, whichever and ever Africa we have. But we get it. This idea is already here. You Europeans never will get this man. But we Africa will get. So we must to praise him. We must to fight for his idea. We must to work with his idea. We must to deal with his idea, so that we can develop our nation. And both you and I can stay our home and pay our taxes to develop our nation. And at the end, we can, if you get the pension, we can get our pension pay. Not to come Europe or go to America and work for them, and work for them, and work for them. And at the end of the day, they will kill you for you to not take your pension pay. As what has happened now. Because this coronavirus, those in America, those in England, the black people, they are killing them. They are killing them. They inject them wrong antidote to kill them, not to save them lives, because they already work for them. So they don't need them now. They want for them that payment which they're supposed to pay for them, for them pension pay, they're supposed to keep it. They don't want to forgive to you. So it's time for me and you think to do better in our town, so that we can work in our land, in our town, in our villages, in our countries, to keep our nation more better way, to push our nation to the place which is deserved. It's time. Please, I want to end my speech here. And I wish one day both you and I can say that Africa will unite. We are one nation. Lovely.